Okay, here's how to get 5 to 10 home care assessments every single week. Most home care agencies are fighting a losing battle, waiting for hospital discharge planners to essentially feed them crumbs. But today I'm going to show you how to generate 5 to 10 in-home care assessments every single week on autopilot. Because here's the part that no one wants to say. Most of the marketing that you've been told to run is actually hurting your brand. And honestly, I really can't believe that no one's talking about this. But we're not just going to talk about buying leads. We're going to talk about building a machine that actually makes your agency the only choice in the city. Now, before we break the seal on this system, check this out. This is an example of a live dashboard from one of my clients. These are actual booked consultations hitting their calendar while they sleep. This isn't theoretical. We're going to cover 4 things in this video. Number 1, the psychology of pre-framing. Number 2, how to sell the result instead of the service. Number 3, the attention arbitrage strategy. And number 3, the exact ads to automation workflow. So here's the first part, the pre-framing trap. The thing is, in this industry, you're asking families to trust a total stranger with their most vulnerable loved one. Now, there's this one famous MIT study on pre-framing. So there was a professor, and one group was told that the professor was warm, and the other group was told that the professor was cold. Now, it's the same professor, and the lecture was identical, but the students' opinions of the teacher afterward was completely polar opposites. The ones that were told that he was warm said that he was kind and cared about his students, and the ones that told that he was going to be cold basically said that he didn't have a good personality and that he really didn't care about his students. But think about what that means for your agency. If your ads look like cold corporate brochures, they're going to subconsciously assume that your staff is going to be distant. So you want to lead with humanity. You got to think about compassion. It's your primary conversion engine, and you need to show it off in your messaging. The second point is stop selling the process. Basically, you want to stop selling or advertising free assessments, because the thing is, that's what you want, but it's not what your prospects actually want. A 50-year-old daughter scrolling at 11 p.m. doesn't care about RN supervision ratios. She cares about her own guilt. She cares about if mom is safe and she can get her weekends back. So if you pivot your copy from professional care services to keep mom safe without the facility stigma, your click-through rates are gonna double. You have to sell the relief, not the logistics. Here's the third point, attention arbitrage. And here's where it gets interesting. A lot of you guys are trying to fight Google and Google ads and all that kind of stuff. And while all that's important, the real problem is that you're not top of mind when a crisis actually happens to a family. I teach this to all my clients. Use Facebook and Instagram for attention arbitrage. So what does that mean? That means you spend a few dollars a day to make sure that you're the only face that people see in your local area for in-home care. So that way, by the time dad actually needs any help, they don't Google it. They call you because you've been a helpful, familiar presence in their feed for months. And the fourth point, and I would say is the best point, is the ad system. So here's something really important to keep in mind when doing these ads. Please stop using stock photos of fake doctors. It feels like an ad, and human brains are already wired to basically keep scrolling whenever they see an ad. In fact, the best performing ads are unpolished photos of real doctors in the facilities working on patients, obviously with their permission. And the reason is because it blends into the feed, but it also stands out because it has raw emotion. And also the call to action shouldn't be just call, it should be a free 60-second needs assessment. That way you lower the friction, capture the intent, and let the automated system do the heavy lifting. And lastly, the automation and follow-up. I know this is so much more easier said than done, but you cannot manually manage these leads. You need an automated chat sequence that responds to everyone that comes in contact with you. It qualifies them, it gives them a price range, and books them right into your system, right into your calendar. So if they want to book at 1 a.m., they can. And if they drop off, an automated system triggers that keeps on following up with them. That's how you stop chasing leads and start closing them. This is a $30 billion problem, and most agencies are trying to solve it just with referrals. So if you want the full blueprint on how to build this exact automated system, I've linked a deep dive resource below. But here's the part that nobody talks about. You can have the best funnel in the world, but if your heart isn't in the messaging, it's not gonna work. So stop being a commodity and start showing in your messaging, in your ads, that you are the local expert. If you found this helpful, drop a comment with your biggest bottleneck, and I'll see you in the next one.